I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CTA Review. Today is May 1st, Wednesday, 2024. Hope you had a good day here. So, right back to the fucking square one. This is so beautiful in a sense that if you watch yesterday's video at this around this time of the marker, 28 minutes, something like that, I'm mentioning the options, right, of being bearish. So one of the options I gave was coming up above here and then coming down, or coming up to here to wipe out all the recent sellers and then come down. And that's what we actually did. So now today, you want to treat today in a specific way. You could have traded this. It was great. You know, we opened up here at 9:30 and lower lows, lower highs the whole day. We ended up getting 3 drives. We were sitting at a 70 yesterday when I made the video. We dipped down and then we came lower to the 79 area, right? Excuse me, to the right. So you had these little 3 drives here, it popped up, and then in reality, when we're down here, you can also look at it like this is drive 1, this is drive 2, and then this is drive 3. Look how this body doesn't close below, and they have now built, they have, exhausted the drives, and they've built this liquidity, this little wedge. We used to call this a wedge right here, down wedge right here. Built liquidity, but all these lower lows and lower highs were actually fairly really easy. But when you want to treat this day, you want to come after 230. You want to look for a trade between 230, 330, preferably the power hour. And in this case, I'm not even going to go through all this because I didn't even trade it. I show up at 230. So, well, before actually 2 o'clock, but I know I'm not doing shit until 3 o'clock. Something like that, right? Or 2:30 sometimes. Like if you watch my YouTube first page video that opens up on the YouTube channel, the first video, you'll see I'm trading an event like this, and generally it'll be 2 stages. It'll be the push down, right? Like CPI, it'll be a push down, and then they'll push it back up with Powell starting to talk at 2:30. In this case, they didn't do that. So in this case, they 2 o'clock pushed it up, and then 2:30 brought it back down, and you're just like, okay, we're not really going anywhere here. So, and that's another reason why I don't want to be involved before for what? I mean, I'm not gonna have anything open, but and then if you took, you could have took plenty of trades here. For example, like when this made this lower high here, this made this lower low, this made that lower high, and this made that lower low, right? So that's how I'm looking at the 3 drives, and in that you're getting this lower low, lower high, this lower low, and this does not break that low from my memory. Yep, doesn't. And then retraces back and then finally sweeps this pool right here. So with that understanding, okay, could you have caught this? A lot of trades here? Yeah, absolutely. But it's better not to trade it at all to begin with, especially if you don't know what you're doing. But long story short, you get this push up right here, and then you swept here with no body. Then the price comes back down, and this is just a 5-minute. Now we're sitting here at a 50%, damn near, right? All right, and pretty much mitigating that wick, and then this shift right here. See right there, that little shift right there. Okay, so that retraces back, all right, and then pops up again. Now, if you didn't see this or this, then you get this push up. When you get this push up, you just broke that lower high. That's a lower high that got broke for sure. To the right, look to the right, right here, from here to here. When you shift up above and then it retraces back down, that's exactly what you're looking for. So if you were to be a participant, but what I'm truly trying to say is the fucking order flow. So the order flow, you'll see retraces back down. I caught this sell from down here to here, just so you know. I'm gonna show you in a second, but so you got order flow. The game to make this fucking easy for yourself is where's the order flow at, and just flow with that. And you don't need to catch the whole move. The whole point is catching a piece of that order flow. So from, even if you didn't touch this and it came down, look how it came right to that last down candle, sitting with an imbalance. It popped back up. You could have caught hit from here to here. Even if you didn't, you could have sold it from the open even. And then when it got up here, this a lower high from there, right? And then you know that this low here, if there's no shift here, so you're still flowing down, right? Then you take this down to here, all right? And then when it popped back up, it's another lower high. Take it down to this liquidity. And then if you're like me, you try to catch something like this, which is a liquidity raid trader type of trade, right? But anyways, you see the order flow shift here, touches the open of the day as well, retraces back, boom. Then it shoots up here and retraces back again. Okay, now it's 2:30. All right, they shut the price up, and then let me open it up. Sorry, I'm not doing a good job here. Let me go to 1 minute, real quick, because you'll see it more clear here. So, I mean, listen, man, this wasn't hard at all. I mean, it's scary to me that it's not that hard. I don't know what it is, but if you just allow the order flow to flow, you'll see higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. And then this price is just sitting in between, right? So you're not getting the big push down or the big push up yet, but you do have the order flow. So it's going up. Now it's going up. Where did it go? I mentioned yesterday that they would seal the price from all the sellers. Dude, they couldn't have made this fucking easier for me to sell. They came all the way right back where that break is, where that clean break was. They came right to it, to the head. I mean, like a point difference or something, point and a half or whatever. So seal that, but see, this is what you want to do. You want to wait for some type of shift. Now, I would love that entry, but I didn't know if it was going to keep going or not. And then, okay, price retraces back. All right. Comes back up. Now, this could be a break internally here, but comes back up, comes back up. It's playing around. You don't know. Boom. You get this. This is your shift right here. Get this little shift right here. Retraces all the way back up right there. And they fucking came all the way to take out all the buyers. Why did we go up? We went up because we were taking out all the sellers, right? And then when they took this sell, what did we do? We come to wipe out all the buyers. So take a look here. So I would say this is officially my biggest trade without, because my last trade, it was, I over leveraged by accident, but that's how I got the $40,000, right? This one, I didn't over leverage and I hit 24. So my biggest was 18. So this would be my biggest trade. But what is the goal here? I mean, you fucking sitting here trying to get early in the morning and this and that and for what? I mean, that's how I look at it. You're not missing anything. When the price was shooting up, I was literally telling myself, don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. The next move is coming. Don't worry. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. I'm in a calm way. I'm telling myself this because, the fear of missing out is just like, but beautiful reaction. So, okay, price pops up right here, comes right back up into these last up candles, this bearish candle right here. Let me go back to this here. It's probably easier. So we got this inefficiency of price right here. See that? Popping up. Okay. And when we pop up here, we also have a lower high here. See that? Lower high here. And price shoots up. Nice swing high right there. See that? And then boom, in. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And if you also, I didn't have it highlighted, but this is also a beautiful inversion imbalance. So this is also the reason why I did it. Now, I could have hit it here and I was like, bro, it's a perfect seal. Like, just take it. I said, no, I know. I'm going to be patient and wait for a shift. Cool. And this is how this is how you should be trading. Like in this case, how could you have been a part of this? Well, as soon as this pops up right here, okay, and shifted back. All right, now it's 231 though, right? That's the thing. and it's too early in the game, so anything can really happen. And this is why I don't want to be a part of this first move. I know the next move is going to be big. There's generally a two-part situation. Is you get the first move, which is the fake move, and then you get the real move right after, right? In this case, they did it a little bit different. And and just to be honest with you, look at this fucking wick. I mean, I haven't seen a wick like this. I really haven't seen a wick like this since, like, I would want to say the Ukraine shit that happened February 24th, I think that was, or whatever. I haven't seen a wick like this in a while, in a day candle like this in a very long time. But look, it's an immediate rebalance. It's perfect ceiling. I mean, you can't get it better than that, dude. I mean, oh, I actually should be here. It's the same thing. Doesn't matter. And this is actually more perfect. Now look at it. Same shit, but pretty much, right? Should have been here because this is the low of this day, which is Monday, right? But anyways, yeah, man, fucking amazing. So generally speaking, when it's flying up here, you would expect it to keep going, but it didn't. And the rates didn't change, so they kept it the same. And yesterday when I said that with the rates not changing, and they tried to mention that they'll get their first rate hike cut in June and all this bullshit, and it's all full of shit, man. But this is kind of like why you got it. I mean, if you had a rate cut, this would have flew. This would have probably flew. But and if they rate if they hike the rate, then obviously we would have came down. But this is kind of like a neutral situation at the same time. But I still think we're pushing to the lower side, and that's why I was leaning towards where is the sell. So I mean, you could be sitting in here all day if you want, but I mean, for what when you have a fucking move like this? I mean, man, I'm just a little. I'm just a little ecstatic right now, but I'm trying to be cool, not celebrate the wins. That's what I wanted to learn from last time. So, but fear of missing out. It's like, listen, let this fucking go. Who cares? Like as you see, there's moves every day. You just want to be a part of it. Then you had the over sold area on the 1 hour chart right here, pops up, then retraces back. You're on the 15-minute overbought area. I mean, really, this is only what did it for me. I mean, this was the main reason why I took this trade is how he sealed it to the T like that. Also, dollar was, and if you're watching dollar, you're seeing that we're pushing down with dollar initially, right? So we didn't shoot the hell up with dollar first. No, we came down. So we came down, we started pushing up, and then this retrace right here. Oh, and it was 3 o'clock, by the way, just so we know. Look at the time. It's 3:02 for the power hour. Look at this down candle right here. 3:02. I mean, man, you can't get it any better than you have time involved in the trade. It's not, again, that's more confluence. But anyways, this popped up right here as this was pushing back up. We came down, and then dollar came down again hard while we stayed down. So I was like, that I thought that was strange. So I don't know. It's kind of giving me mixed equilibrium vibes, to be honest. When you see dollar like that, coming down that hard, and then not us pushing back up. So I still feel like dollar should be still going up. It's still respecting this imbalance. Could it come to this gap here? If we come a little bit lower with dollar, then I could see us coming back up to mitigate that wick, because that's a big fucking wick. That's a big ass wick. I mean, I don't see how we don't the next day, which is now Thursday candle. We have news tomorrow too, but we also have non-farm on Friday. I don't know. I feel like it's just strange. I mean, I don't, that's a very odd situation. So coming halfway to mitigate it would make sense if we're bearish, or just sink down now. Literally just come down now, and then they use NFP to bring it down to here or something. Because I feel like this pocket right here might get cut. right here. We see on the daily. Yeah, I mean, I know this seems extreme, but taking out this low for sure, right here, this low for sure, if we're coming down. But I like this area here. I like this area a lot. Take out that liquidity, and if they want to be really bogus, then they'll take this out right here. But I mean, that's kind of. I'm not saying this week either. I'm just saying if we become bearish. But anyways, we I know I'm missing something. Um, I mean, with dollar the way it is, I don't know, man. That's going to be really the key factor here. So if I see dollar becoming really really bearish, then we'll come back up here and sweep this for an FP maybe. But if not, then we're coming for these lows, for sure. But we're still at a 79, and we see the bodies here on the 4 hour. You can see that right there. Not perfect or anything, but it's there. So I'm assuming to take this low out though. So we came up and we took out that. So I mean, it would make only sense to come here, and it wasn't hard. This wasn't really that hard if you, and even this is a 1 minute. If you just picture this order flow, and just see where you can be involved. You can see the order flow. You can see it right there. Look at the curve right there. Look at that. You can see it. Fucking beautiful, man. So if you want to help your trading, what's the best thing I can tell you is just wait for order flow. Just wait for a shift of a high and then come retracing back, and at least it'll help you with direction, and all that. As far as the divergence goes, so on the 4 hour, try to make this simple. So I mentioned yesterday at the end of the video, so that's why you gotta watch the whole video. That Dow took out that low at the end of the day, right? And we didn't. So it turned out to work out. I think I cut it out mid conversation while I was talking about it, but that was a reason for us to push up. So now that you've seen that, let me go to a 5 minute. There's a lot of shit here, but so that's these two in the past. So today, this looks funky because whatever, but today, you could have caught a move like this right here when Nas came down and took out that low. All right, we had a higher lows here. All right, and that was a nice push up. So you could have found a trade very easily. And then once we were here between 9:30 and 10 o'clock, we had a higher low in Dow, and then we had lower lows. I'm sorry, in Nas and S&P, and then right here you get another lower lows here, and then you have higher lows here in Dow. So that was also kind of pushing us up as well. But at the moment, at the moment that we're speaking, this took out that low. Dow took out that low, and they did not take out. Not here, let me just draw it. All right, so there's higher lows here. So this to me is showing that we're gonna come maybe possibly back up, and then get into some of this easy selling here that we took. So I don't know, man. You just gotta move and pivot. Like you're playing jump rope. I mean, you're not trying to be a part of every move, but you can be a part of any of these moves. I mean, and this was super clean. Look at the fucking oversold and overbought. Look at that. My goodness. So there's nothing to be afraid of. As you see, this is nothing to be afraid of. You just follow the flow, and it's all this emotions and all these thoughts that FOMC brings, and the rates. It's just all fucking bullshit. I mean, it's no big deal, right? You treat it that way, but man, I don't even need to go to the other assets, do I? I mean, it's pretty much very similar. They also sealed their price and shot the hell back down. Um, I really tried to look back, tried to backtest this and see where. Jesus. I was trying to backtest this and see. I mean, I mean, it's still technically a higher low. I mean, but I don't know, man. It just would make sense to be bearish for this reaction back. Okay, let me put it this way. I know we're bearish because these candles are engulfing. This reminds me of September. This reminds me of September. I just thought about this right now. September of last year, wasn't it last year? September. It was somewhere in here. I need to go to 4 hour. Hold on, real quick. I'm gonna push pause. I can't find it. I can't find it. So whatever. It reminded me of something, but um, yeah. So let me go back to this real quick. But yeah, that's that. You know, with a candle like that. Now I'm not saying that we can't. I'm not saying that we can't kind of like fucking do this and then pull over down either. But I don't know, man. This shit just this looks super suspect. But came right back to the opening of the day. So they all got this funky ass wick. So I mean, so you got generally two things that can happen in this kind of wick of a candle. This is a bullish day though, so that's so we could pop up, we could pop up here, or we could just literally just roll right down, which is what I'm thinking. I'd like to say that, but you know, with that in with it overpowering all those candles like that, just one candle. That doesn't look good for bulls, that's for sure. And then Dow, jeez, what's so many fucking gas. Um, as you see the order flow. You can see it, right? You can see the order flow. So once you train your eye with that, it becomes much easier. But the simple logic is just it's just really wiping out liquidity, previous liquidity, you know, from the sellers, and that's what I was saying yesterday. But what do you call it, Dow? Oh no, that has a lot more life in that. That's a good one, man. It's a good fucking question. What's gonna happen here? Again, depends on what dollar does. Does dollar really try to come up here, or does it really try to come back down? Yeah, that's. I mean, that's really how I'm looking at it. And then Bitcoin was falling, and what do you call it? Gold was coming up, and then let me see here. Um, you know, and then yields were kind of staying stagnant, and then bonds were kind of coming up, but I think we're sitting in a neutral spot, man. To be honest. So, all right, you guys take care and God bless.